In today's video, we look into the process of coming up with a memorable list of words for numbers 40 to 49 using the PEG method of memory. This is part 7 of the How to Memorize Numbers Easily series, and I highly suggest that you watch the rest of the videos. The videos are found at the playlist section of the YouTube channel. Hi, I'm Nick Mwema from ImpressiveMemory.com, and back in part 3 of the series, I introduced the alphabet of numbers. These are the consonants that represent each number, and in this video, we'll focus more on the number 4 in combination with the rest of the numbers for 40 to 49. So let's jump into it. We'll start with 40. Looking at the alphabet of numbers, 4 is represented by the R sound, while 0 is represented by the S, Z, or the soft C sounds. You can form words like rose, raise, or race with that knowledge. Moving into number 41, 4 is represented by R, while 1 is represented by either T or D. Think of words like rat, rod, or red, for example. For 42, the consonants R and N represent it. When you bring them together, you can form words like rhino or run, for example. The letters R and M stands for 43. What words can you think of when R and M are put together? What about words like room, roomy, or roam? With 44, R and R represent it. When you combine those two sounds, you can form words like rare or raw, for example. For 45, you can form words like rule, real, or real because it's represented by the consonants R and L. With 46, R represents 4, while the ch, sh, or j sounds represent number 6. With this knowledge, you can use words like rush, roach, or rage, for example. The R and the K sound represent number 47. Think of words like rake, rack, or rock. For 48, when you combine the R and the F or V sounds together, you form words like roof or rave, for example. And finally, for 49, R still represents number 4, while the sounds P or B represent number 9. This forms words like rope, rob, or wrap, for example. So to help you use your imagination to create your own PEG words, have a look at my own PEG list. For number 40, I use the word rose, and I simply picture a brightly red rose flower. For 41, I use the word rat. I imagine a rat for 41. Rhino is the PEG word I use for 42. I picture an adult rhino whenever I come across the number. For 43, Rome is my favorite PEG word. I simply visualize the Italian city of Rome. With 44, I use the word roar. I imagine hearing a lion's roar. For 45, I use the word reel. I picture myself changing a movie's reel at the cinema. With 46, roach is my PEG word of choice. I picture seeing a huge cockroach running across the floor. For 47, I use the word rock. I simply imagine a rock for 47. Roof is the word I often use for 48. I imagine walking across the roof of a tall building. And finally, for 49, I use the word rope to associate it to the number. I visualize a thick rope for number 49. To conclude, so that's how you come up with PEG words for numbers 40 to 49. But if you're still here and you're watching this video for the first time, I highly suggest that you watch parts 1 to 6 to get a better understanding of the PEG and major methods of memory. With that said, let's look at an example 6-digit number to practice what we've learned in this video. The number is 494,142. We can quickly and vividly remember this number using the peg words we formed for numbers 40 to 49. Let's use my peg list to memorize this 6-digit number. We'll start by breaking down the number like this. We'll take the first 2 digits, 49, and we'll use the word rope to represent it. We'll proceed to the next 2 digits, 41, and we'll use the peg word rat to memorize it. And we'll finally go to the last 2 digits, 42, and we'll use the peg word rhino to represent number 42. Next, we'll use our wide imaginations to come up with a silly story to link all the peg words. Here's my version. I'll imagine a rope being climbed on by a rat, and then I'll picture a rat chasing a rhino in the wild. It's a simple, illogical story that links all the peg words together. By making the story crazy and illogical, it becomes extremely vivid in your mind. You also don't need to remember the number, only the peg words themselves. So when you bring a rope, a rat, and a rhino together, you get 494,142. It's that simple. Now you try it. Come up with your own peg words and use your endless imagination to help you with the process. You can do it. If you've enjoyed this video, like and share with your friends. Subscribe and press the notification bell if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.